Good afternoon and welcome to this matchup on the winner's bracket of the Legends as we have the Waterdown Hammer, the visiting team in this one, taking on the Parksville Red Sox. Waterdown beating a tough Maccabi Canada team yesterday. Parksville's path here included a win over the Coburg Force, which brings us here to the first one in this matchup, as looks like we have a little change to our starting lineup, as for Greg Hill going to be pitching to start things off here for the Red Sox. Looked like Nathan Taikata was warming up. He may be being held in reserve, as Hill pitched a heck of a game yesterday against the Force. Expect to see a lot of drop balls, a lot of down. You see Trevor Barton stand in for his first at-bat as he does a little bit of landscaping at home plate there. So should be a good one here as we are on to the winner's side of the Legends tournament. Both of these teams retain their lives, both lives here in this double knockout format, as we had pool play to start. Winners of those pools were considered for the buys. That first one from Hill, this is low for a ball. Once the seeding was done, then we started to have those seeded games with the Brewers, who you just saw coming as your first place team, but losing their first one. They remain alive after a win over the Tavistock Legends. That kind of brings us here, the Red Sox from Parksville, British Columbia. Waterdown here from Ontario. Is that one going to be chopped to the third baseman, but foul? Due up is Carl Bugner and Dan Drury, the top three batters here for the Waterdown Hammer. Two and two the count here to the leadoff hitter, Trevor Barton, second baseman for Waterdown. Takes that one outside. Sorry. Now it's 2-2. Our umpires for this one, behind the dish, we have Michael DeBreu. Kevin DiDomenico going to be patrolling the bases. Strike three. Hang a K for Greg Hill in that first one, as there's one down here for the Hammer. Checks his swing. Not going to have an appeal down. Dean Jordan doing the catching duties. Had a great conversation with him after the game as the designated player in this one for the Red Sox. Randall Thompson introduced me. Dean, part of the New Zealand Black Sox team, as a utility player that toured through my hometown of Clearwater, BC, on their way to the Midland, Michigan World Championships. Jordan, a two-time world champ, and now an architect with a big firm down in Kansas City. That one's going to be flared down the left side. Foul. It says they're currently, well, the big build going, going on right now is the new stadium in Calgary. The one that's going to be replacing the Saddle Dome there. Said he's been part of a lot of big football stadiums, arenas all over North America. So super cool getting to chat with him just about softball, life, and other assorted things. He's a funny guy. As 2-2 now the count to Bugner. Bugner, the right fielder in this one. That rise ball riding back over the plate, swing and a miss, as another strikeout for Hill. to get things going. That'll bring up the shortstop, Dan Drury, number 57. Couple of, I think, 3 Kiwi players here for the Red Sox. As you have Jordan behind the plate, out at shortstop, Gene Lutton. He'll be leading things off for the Red Sox in the home half. Oh, as that one comes up and gets the batter. Tough one, Drury. He'll trot down, hit by a pitch. So a base runner here for the Waterdown Hammer in the first. We'll see that as Drury takes that off the shoulder. Don't rub it. That's going to bring up Chris McCall, designated player for his first look here at Hill. That one chopped down the left side, foul for strike 1. Swing and a miss as that ball just rides outside. Nice movement on that pitch from Hill. We've got a great vantage point as we're kind of directly behind home plate. You can see that ball spinning and late break on that pitch. See how Hill utilizes that one. Swing and a miss, strikeout number 3. So 2 strikeouts, a hit batter, and then another strikeout. That gets Parksville in the house. In this one, the first inning, relatively uneventful as we are off to the bottom half for the Red Sox. You're watching the ISC Legends Bracket here from the World Tournament in 2026 on Softball Premier TV. Starting pitcher here for Waterdown is Bill Carson, wearing number 66. The catcher will be Jason Page. Looking at the fielding alignment, it'll be Phil Gordon in left, Jeff Donaldson in center field, Carl Bugner in right. Across the infield, Todd Hamblin at third, shortstop Dan Drury, second baseman Trevor Barton, and the first baseman Mike Brooks. As we get things underway here with Gene Lutton leading things off. Lutton, the shortstop for Parksville. One of the Kiwi internationals here playing in the ISC Legends side. Randy Potskin waiting on deck. Strike 1 taken as Lutton sizing up Carson as a leadoff hitter should. See Lutton swinging one of those Louisville Catalyst as that one shot. Oh, and a nice play by the first baseman. Good stab over there by Mike Brooks as he gets the leather on that for the first out. That'll bring up Randy Potskin. Potskin from Prince George, BC. And if you hear me talking a little bit more about the Parksville guys, it's because I know them a little bit better. I am from British Columbia. Potskin, a guy I played against in the Prince George League for a couple years. Ageless wonder up there. Randy took part in the ISCs with the River Kings and then got on with Parksville here, batting in the 2 spot. Another guy I'm really familiar with is the on-deck batter, Eli Jules, who plays in my home league in Kamloops. That one just misses outside. Maybe up. Up is the call from the home plate umpire, Michael DeBreyu. Is Carson just getting some clarification on where that one missed? Jason Page, frustrated he missed that one. Smacking his gloves, he goes back to retrieve it. That one taken outside, 3-1 now the count, as Potskin taken the whole way there, 3-0. Good swing there as Potskin fouls that one back and out of play. Count now full, 3-2. Another foul ball back to the screen as Potskin stays alive. Now up to 6 pitches in this at bat. Another foul ball. This one over the right side fence. Good battle brewing, up to 7 pitches now in this at bat. Swing and a miss, foul tipped into the glove of the catcher. Potskin goes down. First strikeout for Carson. That'll bring up Eli Jules, first baseman for the Red Sox. Jules, a longtime member of this River Kings team, as that one fouled off to the right. Jules has been one of the best hitters in the Kamloops League for a long time, as long as I can remember. And he serves that one out into right, tracking it, but can't get to it as it's off the glove of the right fielder. Carl Bugner picking that one up in center field, throwing it in. Jules rounds third. I don't think he's going anywhere, though, as that is a triple for the number 3 hitter, Eli Jules. Good wheels there by Eli. So a big spot here for Cam Pusker, the center fielder. 2 gone in the bottom of the first, still no score. Designated runner in for Jules as Trent Dombrova coming in for the last 60 feet. Poured in down the middle for strike 1. That one spinning, going to be fouled back to the screen for a quick 0-2 count. Pusker trying to cash here for the Red Sox. Has Dombrova, the designated runner, standing on third base just 60 feet away. And a good drop ball, as Pusker might have been thinking off speed there. He goes down looking for the third out. So we are through one inning of play here between the Red Sox and the Hammer. Still no score to report. Take one more look. Big lefty firing the drop ball in for strike 3. You're watching the ISC Legends here on Softball Premier TV, part of the 2026 World Tournament from Southwest Ontario. We'll be right back. The 5, 6, 7 spot in the order due here for the Waterdown Hammer as Todd Hamblin leads things off in the top of the second. Chop to the pitcher. Hill, big frame out there, makes a nice play and fires a strike over to Jules for the first out.
Number 33, Mike Brooks.
Quick out here to lead things off in the top of the seventh. That's going to bring up Mike Brooks, the first baseman. I was going to say, what are the chances Brooks' nickname is Brooksy, as Brooksy steps in for his first look at Greg Hill. Shot through the right side. That's going to be a base hit for Brooksy as he is down to first. With the first hit against Hill here in this contest. Designated runner will come in. That's Blandon Doring.
Designated runner, Brandon Doran. At bat, number 25, center fielder, Jeff Donaldson.
That'll bring up Jeff Donaldson, center fielder for Waterdown. That one up, Eli. Jules gonna claim it for the second out. So 2 quick outs here with a base hit sandwich between them.
Phil Gordon.
That'll bring up Phil Gordon, left fielder for Waterdown Hammer in his first trip. Drop ball chopped back to the screen, foul. Spinner coming in at the knees for a strike. It's a bit of a drift to that one pitch from Hill as it's going to move from left to right from our vantage point. Down to first, Jules will take it himself as he features in all 3 outs. Gordon goes down 3 unassisted. And we are through 1.5 here. Uneventful so far from Glencoe. Still no score to speak of as the Red Sox come up in their half. You're watching the winner's bracket from the ISC Legends here at the World Tournament. We'll take a quick break and be right back for the bottom of the second inning. Dean Jordan to lead things off here in the bottom of the second inning. A hit apiece for these teams so far, but still no runs on the board for either squad. Good hack there from Jordan as he falls behind 0-1. That one poured in for a strike, and quickly behind in the count is Jordan here, 0-2. As Bill Carson filling up the strike zone here for the Waterdown Hammer. That one just misses outside. Jordan acknowledging that was a close one. That one misses down and in. Evens the count, 2-2. On the corner, Jordan down. On strikes. Third strikeout for Carson on this one as we take a look. Wasn't on the swing. Just painted the outside corner. It's going to bring up John DeSaulnier, the left fielder here for the Red Sox. He takes strike one. Carson attacking the zone here, which is what you want to do early on. Establish that strike zone, and then you can kind of start moving to the outer realms. Is that one tough comeback? It looks like Carson got a glove on it. So that's a bit of a scary play there. He's okay. No damage. That's going to bring up Ivan Cronlin, the third baseman, with one on here and one out in the bottom of the second. Yeah, just getting his glove up to protect his face. Now look at the heart rate going. Swing and a miss. Drop ball rides outside for strike one. Randall Thompson, the designated player, waiting on deck. That high drop gets away from the catcher. DeSaulnier down to second. He rounds, but will retreat to the bag. 1-2 the count here to Cronland. Now with the runner in scoring position. Bit of an off-speed pitch, handled by the shortstop. The throw going to be high. The runner rounding third, but not in time. Here comes the runner home as that ball slipping away from the first baseman. So DeSaulnier does come in to score. First run of the game across. Cronland to second base.
Player number 12, Randall Thompson.
That'll bring up Randall Thompson, the DP. Taken just outside for ball one.
Number 18, Trent Dombrova.
Thompson's going to flare that one just over the infield as that one bounces on the edge of the dirt. Dombrova, the courtesy runner, coming in to score. And so Thompson with an RBI. He ends up at second.
The right fielder, number 28, Gord Chan.
That'll bring up Gord Chan, playing right field in this one for the Red Sox. Taken outside half of the plate for strike one. That one going to be hit high. Nice sliding catch out there in center field as it's tracked down by Jeff Donaldson for the second out of the inning. Chan retired. And we're back to the top of the order here for shortstop Gene Lutton. Beautiful day here at the ballpark in Glencoe as we are into our last day of action from this site. It's that one taken just off the inside corner for ball one. Looked like an auto take there on the second pitch as Lutton runs the count. 2 balls, no strikes. He's hunting that one as that's skied out to left. 2 out. Handled out there by the left fielder, Phil Gordon, for the out. But a couple of runs come across to score for the Red Sox as they stake themselves to a 2-0 lead. We're off to the top of the third as Waterdown looks to answer here at the ISC Legends Tournament on Softball Premier TV. We will be right back. Bottom of the order here to get things going for the Waterdown Hammer as the catcher Jason Page steps in for his first. Another one just off the plate for ball 2 as Page ahead in the count here. That curve coming across for strike 1. Page nods in agreement. That one rides in on the hands. Fouled away for strike 2. Page looking to get things going here in the 9 spot, looking to turn the order over with a base runner. He slaps that the other way. What a diving stab. One step right at the end of the glove. Put a star beside that one as Lutton takes a hit away from Page on that line out. Great play by the shortstop.
Number 18, Trevor Barton.
Can't make much better contact than that as that ball slashed the other way going with the pitch. But again, Lutton, good first step. Laying out as there's one down here as we come back to the top for Trevor Barton, his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the first. Swings at that drop ball and misses. Rise ball in at the letters for ball 1. Little bit of a change of speed there as Barton's out on his front foot. He fouls that one out of the way. 1-2 now the count to to the leadoff hitter, as Hill has been efficient in this one. Base runner in each of the first 2 innings. And that one's going to be a base hit just over the infield.
Right fielder, number 77, Carl Bugner.
So with 1 out and 1 on, that's going to bring up the right fielder called Carl Bugner. Struck out in his last trip. Runner on the move, that one bunted down. That'll go for a bunt single. As Waterdown gets their second and third batters aboard here with 1 out, as they have a little something cooking in their half of the third. That's going to bring up Dan Drury, the shortstop. He was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Good pitch there. Is that one just missing the corner? That one up. Nothing doing as Jordan's all over that one. Bounced out of the glove. That one going to be hit hard, going back over the head of the fielder, Chan. 1 run in to score. Chan gets it in quickly. Second run coming in to score. That's going to be a game-tying double. As Drury with a nice piece of hitting. Runner scoring from first and second, and it's a 2-2 ball game here as Waterdown says, hey, we're here to play.
Chris McCall.
1 away here. It's going to bring up the designated player, Chris McCall, with a runner in scoring position at second base after that Dan Drury double. That one chopped to the first baseman, going to get just beyond the reach of Eli Jules. Another run looks like it's going to come into score as that one spins out to the outfield grass. So Waterdown stringing some hits together as the 1-out rally continues.
At bat, third baseman, number 55, Todd Hamlin.
Todd Hamlin in the 6th spot with 1 on. He's going to chop that to the shortstop. Lutton doesn't get it to second in time as that one kind of an in-between hop. Lutton forced to kind of hold his position. Took that one off the midsection. So the Waterdown Hammer score 3 here in the inning as we're going to have a little meeting at the mound.
Baseman, number 33, Mike
Coach
Brooks.
Scott Hartley coming out here. Hartley grew up in Chase, BC. Was a member of the Duffy's Pub A's back when I first started in that league, just a couple years older than I am. Mike Brooks now the batter, the first baseman for Waterdown. 2 on for him. That one's going to skip off home plate and back to the screen. Runners will advance. That one fouled out of play on the right side. That one missing down. 2-1 now the count. 3-1 now the count. That one misses high. The walk. Going to load the bases here as Brooks trots
Center fielder,
down.
Number 25, Jeff Donaldson.
And that'll bring up Jeff Donaldson for the Waterdown Hammer. Plenty of traffic on the base paths here. Bases are loaded with just one out. Red Sox needing an out here. That one going to come to the screen. Runner coming home. Not in time. That's McCole coming in on the passed ball. Brooks to second, Hamblin to third. That one down. Heading the count here is Donaldson 0-2. Sorry, 2-0. Drop ball missing low. Hill snatches that one in frustration. There's a strike from Hill as he pours in that drop ball. 3-1. Hit hard to Lutton, who picks. Throw coming home. They've got him hung up. And a little mental lapse from Jordan there as he thought it was a force. Misses the tag. So Hamblin comes in to score. And now runners at first and second as Donaldson reaches.
Phil Gordon.
That one misses inside as Phil Gordon stands in for his second at bat. Ninth batter of the inning here for the Waterdown Hammer. That one going to be chopped to second. Potskin only plays first as he takes the out there. Gordon goes down for 3-2 on, 2 out now. As that brings us back to Jason Page, who started the inning with that hard hit liner taken by Gene Lutton. 5-2 now the score. Waterdown putting up a crooked number here against the Red Sox. That one in for a strike. Good low rise from Hill. That one flared out of play. Page quickly down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Chopped up the middle. That's going to get through. 1 run coming in to score. The other one coming around. Throw offline. 2 more runs in to score as Jason Page with a 2-out RBI, 2-run single. Runner for the catcher here with 2 out.
Running at first, number 14, Phil Gordon.
Phil Gordon going to come in after scoring. It's always the last available, and he had the longest run of the 2 runners as he scored from second base. And we're back to the top of the order for Waterdown. Trevor Barton digging in for his second at bat of the inning. That one taken. Runner goes. The throw. Not in time. That one chipped up and out of play, foul. Evens the count 1-1. Another foul ball back into the screen. There's strike 3 for the third out of the inning as Barton goes down looking. But the damage done as Waterdown send 11 batters to the plate. 7 of them score as they now lead the Red Sox after 2.5 by a 7-2 score. You're watching ISC Legends action here from Glencoe on Softball Premier TV. So after a long inning of offense by the Waterdown Hammer, Bill Carson coming out to try and hold this Red Sox team as Randy Potskin leads things off, the number 2 hitter, 0 for 1 so far with a strikeout. Potskin fouls that one back off the tin roof. Good hustle there by the catcher, Jason Page, but can't get to it. He was all over that back screen here behind home plate. Probably might have been able to see the top of his head there. So we're going to see a quick replay of that one. Here comes Page. Tracking, 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 and fence. Potskin, going to be a tough play in the hole. The throw across the body. Potskin's superior speed beats that one out for an infield single.
First baseman, number 15, Eli Jules.
It's going to bring up Eli Jules. That one gets away from Page, the throw down. Not going to be in time to get Potskin as he goes to second on the pass ball.
Weiler is set.
Jules takes that one on the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. Jules, also known as Easy, EJ, he flares that one out to right, but played perfectly. That's going to be enough for a sac fly as Potskin moves to third.
Number 11, center fielder, Cam Pushkar.
It's going to bring up Cam Pusker. Center fielder 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the third. A little extra mustard on that one as it comes across high for ball 1. That one taken at the belt for strike 1. Outside corner for strike 2. Pusker now down on the count. 1-2. Fouled back into the screen. That's going to bounce up the first baseline off the backstop here. Just checking in on the ISC 2 action from Bear Creek. The U23 Batman tied with the Waterdown Hammers 4-4 as that one fouled straight back to the screen. They're in the bottom of the 8th there with 2 out, 2 runners on for the Hammer here as a base hit could end it. Chopped foul. This at bat will continue with the 1-2 count. One and two. Cam Pusker, the batter, misses down and in with that one. Evens things 2-2. It's Cam Pusker showing good fight here. His team trailing with a runner at third by a 7-2 score. Wafting. That one fouled back out of the catcher's glove. So a walk-off home run for the Waterdown Hammers as they win that one 7-4 over the U23 Batmen. Exciting action over at Bear Creek. Another one fouled back off the screen. And yet another foul ball in this 2-2 count. Real battle between Bill Carson as he wants to have a word with his catcher.
From Bear Creek, final in 8 payments. Waterdown 7, under 23 Batman 4.
Hey, how about another foul ball from Cam Pusker as this at bat just keeps going. 2-2 the count here as Pusker stays alive. Just one away in the bottom of the third inning. Randy Potskin on third. That one missing down and in for ball 3. So now we have a full count. Pusker flares that one down the line, off the screen, foul.
Waterdown will be playing the Pueblo Bandits at 4. IC J-League Championship.
Pusker fouls that one, this time down the right side. Must have been an off-speed pitch there as he stays alive. Quite a battle here, as I'm sure we're over 10 pitches. I should probably be keeping track of that. Foul ball after foul ball. Good battle here. Who's going to win it? Pusker works the walk, so now runners at the corners. Still just one away, Eli Jules.
23, Dean Jordan.
Dean Jordan now the batter here with 2 on, 1 out. That one, a strike on the outside corner. Outside, 1-1 the count here to Jordan. Runner goes, taken. Nothing doing as Pusker goes down to second. Strike 2 on Jordan, 1-2 the count here to the Kiwi catcher for the Red Sox. Outside corner as Jordan goes down, looking for the second time in this one.
Number 27, John Dezonar.
It's going to bring up John Desaulniers, right fielder. He takes that one outside corner for a strike. Another one on the outside corner as Carson is painting in this one. That one taken, as that's going to score a pair of runs. Here comes Pusker in to score. Is John Desaulniers going to trot down to second on that overthrow? So a 2-run double.
Number 17, third baseman, Ivan Krumlin.
7-4 now the score. That'll bring up Ivan Kronlund. We're here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-run ball game as the Waterdown Hammer Legends lead the Parksville Red Sox. That one hits Kronlund as he trots down. And we'll see the courtesy runner coming in, Trent Dombrova in place of Kronlund.
Number 12, Randall Thompson.
So
First, number 18, Trent Dombrova.
2 on here with 2 out. as a bit of a meeting on the mound just to make sure everybody's on the same page. Waterdown with the 3-run advantage here. Lots of jawing from both dugouts here at our umpiring crew. Is that one taken low for ball 1? Thompson in for his second trip. He had a single and an RBI back in the second. That one taken low. Thompson quickly ahead in the count, 2-0. Ball 3 taken down. That one inside. As both runners will advance.
Right fielder, 28, Gord Chan.
That's going to bring up Gord Chan. Made solid contact on a fly ball to center for the second out back in the second inning. Here in his second trip in his many at-bats. No action down in the Waterdown bullpen as the bases are loaded here. Hammer lead by 3. That one in on the outer half for a strike. Same spot for strike 2. Chan quickly down in an 0-2 hole. High for ball 1. Good bat control by Chan as he thought about it, but didn't pull the trigger. Chan fouls that one away just to the left side. Good drop ball there. Chan fouls it away. Stay alive here, 1-2. 2 outs for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the third inning. Bases are loaded. Number 9 hitter Chan up with a 1-2 count. Outside for ball 2. That one going to be flared up and over the infield. That's in for a base hit. 2 runs across the score. Thompson will hold at third as the score now 7-6. Gord Chan delivering with a 2-run single.
Shortstop, number 22, Gene Luther.
It's going to bring up Gene Lutton for his third trip. 0 for 2 so far as he had a line out to first base. That was a nice play over there by Mike Brooks as Lutton takes the first one for a ball, then flew out to left field to end the second inning. That one in for a strike as Lutton maybe looking for something else there. That's going to be served out into center. A hard hit line drive will score Thompson as the runners hold at first and second. And just like that, we are back to square here. 7-7 in the bottom of the third.
Number 30, second baseman, Randy Potsky.
That'll bring up Randy Potskin, number 2 hitter. He's 1 for 2 in this contest. Run scored already here in the third inning. That one taken high. Swing and a miss by Potskin, evens the count, 1-1. Takes that one low. Seven. Two and two the count here. To Potskin. Two gone. Runners at first and second. That one. Get to the bat. So a foul ball here. Count remains 2-2. Outside. Runs the count full here. To Potskin. 3-2. Randy looking to do some damage here with two out and continue the rally. Takes down and away for a base on balls, and that's going to load the bases here. And we have a time called. Looks like that is going to be it for Bill Carson as we have a pitching change here for the Waterdown Hammer. We're going to step away. We'll have all the details of that change coming up here on the other side of a quick break. You're watching the ISC Legends here on Softball Premier TV. Bases loaded for Eli Jules as he will face the new pitcher for the Waterdown Hammer, Greg Guy. Bit of buzz around the ballpark surrounding Guy as that one fouled down the left side. Lots of talk about him being real dominant in league this year, striking out 16, 17 guys in some of his outings. As we get our first look at him here on Glencoe #1 in the Masters division. Sorry, the Legends division. That one going to be flared to first. Coming across to make the play as Jules flies out there. So Greg Guy comes in, gets Jules to pop out as we head to the top of the fourth inning. It's not the first quarter of a football game, although the score is 7-7 after 3 complete. Still lots of game left to be played in this one as you're watching the ISC Legends here on Softball Premier TV.
Number 77, Carl Bugner.
Lots of offense in this one as we are all knotted up 7 runs apiece as Carl Bugner to get things underway here. Greg Hill remaining in the game for the Red Sox. That one fouled straight back into the catcher's pads for strike 1. Bugner 1 for 2 in this one as he had a single in the third and a run score. Another foul ball on a good drop ball from Hill. He's ahead in the count here, 1-2. That one hit to Jules. He'll scoop that and take it himself over at first base. Buchner goes down. 3 unassisted for the first out here in the 5th.
7, Dan Drury.
Sorry in the 4th. There's been so much scoring. I had my columns messed up on my score sheet. Outside drop ball in for a strike as Dan Drury stands in. He had a 2-run double back in his last trip after being hit by a pitch in the first. And that one going to be flared up and out of play down the left side. Foul ball. Taken for a ball. 1-2 now the count. That one chopped to second. Potskin takes a knee, fires over to Jules for the
Red
second
Sox,
out.
Number 29, Greg Hill. Batting number 22.
It's going to bring up Chris McCall,
designated player,
DP
Chris
in this
McCall.
one. Strike taken there by McCall. 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss hard. Rise ball there from Hill. Not much Drury can do with that one except foul it out of play, as that was a good location there from Hill. The inside rise ball. Well outside for ball. Chopped foul as McCall stays alive in this at bat. Two gone here in the top of the fourth for Waterdown as that one's taken inside. 2-2 now the count. That one hit into left. Tracking it down is John Desaulnier. So a quick 3 outs here for the Red Sox as things remain even 7-7 as we head to the bottom of the fourth here at the ISC Legends bracket at the World Tournament, the 2026 edition. You're watching live on Softball Premier TV. We are back for the bottom of the fourth after a quick top of the fourth after a long third. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base for the Waterdown Hammer as
Batting,
Cam Puskar coming up here,
and Pushkar.
who was the third hitter back in the bottom of the third inning. He got aboard with a base on balls and scored the second run, second of 5 that inning for the Red Sox, as he looks to get things going here against Greg Guy. Guy faced just Eli Jules, got him to pop out to the second baseman back in the third inning. Rise ball rides into Puskar as he fouls that one up out of play. That one misses down and out. 2-1 now the count here to the center fielder for the Red Sox. And that one is through the right side for a single. Puskar getting things going for the Sox here with a leadoff single in the fourth.
Catcher, number 23, Dean Jordan.
That'll bring up number 23, the catcher, Dean Jordan, for his third trip. Some signs there from Scott Hartley doing the coaching duties here for the Red Sox this week. Swing and a miss there. Jordan looks to bunt that one down, just foul. Good bunt attempt by the veteran catcher. He's quickly behind here, 0-2. Runner on the move, the throw down. In time to get Pusker. Nice throw there by Jason Page, the catcher, to get the runner stealing. 1-2 now the count. Jordan going to flare that one out into left. A long run into foul territory. Can't get there. Good hustle from the left fielder, Phil Gordon, but just beyond his range. Another one fouled up and out of play by the catcher from New Zealand for the Red Sox as he's battling up there. That one going to be chopped to the second baseman for the out, and quickly 2 down here for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 4th.
Left fielder, number 27, John Desagnier.
It's going to bring up John Desagnier, the left fielder for the Red Sox. Desagnier, a couple of singles in this one, including 3 RBI. A couple of runs scored. He's done a good job here in the middle of the order. Is that one fouled straight back to the screen? Swing and a miss on the rise. Desagnier quickly behind, 0-2. Fouled straight back to the screen as Desagnier stays alive. Another foul ball up and out of play. In the dirt. Ball 2 evens the count, 2-2. Another foul ball, that one up off the umpire's mask. As Desagnier extends this at bat. Good at bats here by the Red Sox here in the 4th inning. That one off-speed pitch down in the dirt inside. Gonna run the count full to 3-2. 2 outs here for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 4th inning. Desagnier batting in the 6th spot. Looking to get things going for the Red Sox. As he hits that one well foul down the left side, and we'll do it all again. Strike 3 called by the home plate umpire. Desagnier goes down looking for the 3rd out of the inning. So we are off to the top of the 5th. Still even here, 7 runs apiece. You're watching the winner's bracket of the ISC Legends here from Southwest Ontario. We'll be right back. DJ Jaime killing it over here on the turntables. As we head to the top of the 5th, the Waterdown Hammer looking to get things going in a tied ball game. It is 7-7 here in this winner's bracket game.
3rd baseman, number 55, Todd Campbell.
That one chopped to second. Potskin going to take that on a few hops over to Jules for the 1st out of the inning. As that was Todd Hamlin retired
1st baseman,
on the ground out. That'll bring up
Brooks.
Mike Brooks, the 1st baseman, his 2nd trip. He's got a single and a walk in this one, 1 for 1. Winner of this one goes to the A final. That'll be tonight at 7 p.m. at Bear Creek number 2. The winner of that one goes directly to the final. Loser of this one will have to come in the back door. And we'll play again tonight at 5 p.m. So good incentive to get this one in the books for either team. As still too close to call here in the 5th. That one in for strike 3 as Brooks goes down. Strikeout victim here for Hill.
25, Jeff Donaldson.
Quickly 2 out here in the Waterdown half of the inning. Swing and a miss there as you see on the screen. That's going to bring up Jeff Donaldson, the center fielder. Reached on a fielder's choice. Kind of a weird play that ended up scoring. I think it was Todd Hamblin. I think the catcher, Dean Jordan, thought it was a forced play at home, so he didn't tag the runner coming home, who did score. Changeup nubbed back to Hill. That's going to do it as he throws on to Jules for the 3rd out of the inning. So a nice tidy one in the 5th. The Red Sox coming up here in the home half of the inning, looking to push ahead of the Waterdown Hammer. It is 7-7 after 4.5 innings here from Glencoe at the ISC Legends Tournament. We'll be right back. Here we go off to the bottom of the 5th. Leading things off for Parksville going to be Ivan Cronlund, the 3rd baseman. Cronlund has reached in both of his previous trips. RBI back in the 2nd. A couple of runs scored as well. Greg Guy, first delivery to Cronlund outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss over the drop ball. Cronlund flies that one out into shallow right. That's going to drop for another hit here for the 3rd baseman for the Red Sox as they get their leadoff runner aboard here in the 5th.
Running at first, number 18, Trent Trombovi. At bat, number 12, designated player, Randall Thompson.
That'll bring up Randall Thompson. He's got a walk and an RBI single as he squares the bunt. Gets that one down. Randall heading up the line. He's going to be thrown out, but a well-executed sacrifice by the designated player there. Moves the runner over to 2nd. And that'll bring up Gord Chan.
Gord Chan.
See some fans over there on the sidelines taking this one in. staying out of the sun. In for a strike, a rise ball there from Greg Guy. And another bunt laid down. Chan beaten by a step as Guy fields his position well for the second out. And another sacrifice moves the runner over to third as the designated runner. That's Trent Dombrova. Now 60 feet away with 2 out.
Gene Lucky.
That one misses to the leadoff hitter, Gene Lutton, up in his 4th trip. Lutton 1 for 3 in this one. He's got a single and a run scored. That one hit well, going back and gone. A 2-run shot from the leadoff hitter, Gene Lutton, and the Red Sox now lead 9-7. It's going to bring up Randy Potskin.
Second baseman, number 30, Randy Potskin.
Potskin 1 for 2 in this one with a walk back in the 4th as he looks to continue this inning. Swing and a miss on the rise ball there from Guy. Quickly ahead of Potskin here, 0-1. Potskin tries to bunt himself aboard. Guy's going to make that play on the pop-up. So, 3 outs on bunt attempts. But the damage done on a Gene Lutton big fly to left center field. The score, the Red Sox leading 9-7 as we head to the top of the 6th. You are watching the Legends Division here on ISC Fastball Championship weekend getting underway here as it's all going to be decided tomorrow. Vibes are high here at the park as DJ Jaime continuing to spin nothing but gold records over there to keep the energy up. Phil Gordon going to get things underway here for the Waterdown Hammer as they now trail this one 9-7. Gordon, the number 8 hitter, making his 3rd trip, 0 for 2 so far. As after a crooked number hung back in the 3rd, Greg Hill has settled back into a groove here, despite falling behind 2-0 to Gordon. That one in at the belt for a strike. chipped foul out of play. Evens the count, 2-2. That one popped uphill. Can't get to it. Bounces foul. Good veteran read there by Dean Jordan, the catcher. Just stepping back and letting that one spin into foul territory before touching it. That one chopped back to the pitcher. Hill going to fire over to Jules for the 1-3 putout. One away. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Jason Page, the catcher for the Waterdown Hammer.
Catcher, number 6, Jason Page.
Page with a 2-run single back in the 4th. Chops that one up the middle. Potskin can't get that one as that bounces away from the second baseman. And so Page with his second knock is aboard here for the Waterdown Hammer.
Trevor Barton.
That brings up Trevor Barton back to the top of the order here for the second baseman for the Hammer with one down. Swing and a miss over top of that drop ball. Down in the count, 0-1. Barton has a couple of strikeouts to his name, as well as a single and a run scored back in that big third inning. A little off speed there, as that is a foul ball. Tipped back, just popping out of the glove of Jordan. Strikeout on a rise ball. Barton goes down swinging for the second out. He's going to have to go run for Page over at first as the 2-out catcher rule is in effect. It's going to bring up Carl Bugner.
Score from Bear Creek. Bear Creek Express 4, Kegel Black Knights 1, the bottom of the 4th.
So in the bottom of the 4th over at Bear Creek, the Express up on the Black Knights by a 4-1 score as Potskin takes that chopper for the third out of the innings. He flips over to Jules. We are through 6 complete, or sorry, we are through 5.5 here. My apologies. As we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, bottom of the 6th inning. I'll get it. The Parksville Red Sox still leading by 2, 9-7. As they look to add to their total, we'll be right back. Back for the bottom of the 6th, Eli Jules going to lead things off here for the Red Sox. Jules led things off with a triple back in the 1st. Sacrifice back in the 3rd, and a pop out to the second baseman in the 4th. He is 1 for 3 in this one. Easy. One of the best natural hitters I've ever had to pitch to. Tough out all the time, as he's made good contact in 2 of his 3 at-bats thus far. That one chopped to the third baseman, going to stay fair. Jules digging hard. Picked out of the dirt there. Nice play by the first baseman. That's Mike Brooks over there. Pick a machine.
Center fielder, Cam Puska.
That'll bring up Cam Puskar. His 4th trip. After a long at-bat back in the 4th, Puskar notched a single but was quickly caught stealing. He's got a walk, run scored, and a strikeout in this one. Takes that one down, but just across the knees for strike 1. Drop ball in the dirt, evens the count 1-1. Sorry, 1-2 the count. Rise ball, can't induce a swing there, evens the count 2-2. Flared up into foul territory, caught by the third baseman. Nice play there by Todd Hamblin for the 2nd out of the inning. Quickly 2 gone here for the Red Sox. That's going to bring up catcher Dean Jordan.
Catcher, number 23, Dean Jordan.
That one going to be hit high into center field. Taken there for the 3rd out of the inning. Jeff Donaldson making the grab in center to retire the Red Sox in order in the 6th. We're off to the top of the 7th. Last chance for the Waterdown Hammer as the Red Sox lead in this one. The score 9-7. We'll be right back. Here we are in the top of the 7th inning. Waterdown Hammer trailing by 2. They are looking to extend this, so we'll need at least 2 runs in this inning.
Number 57, Dan Drury.
Dan Drury getting things underway here for the Hammer as he takes outside from Greg Hill for ball 1. 3, 4, 5 in this Waterdown lineup due up. Drury, Chris McCall, and Todd Hamblin are the scheduled batters for this half inning. That one going to be flared down the line, foul on the left side. Good drop ball, just misses low. 2-1 the count here to Drury. Shortstop for the Waterdown Hammer. All the scoring has come in the middle of this one. Is that one chopped? Eli Jules snags it. Randy Potskin kind of got caught in between there. Nice job by Jules of knocking that down.
Designated player, number 22, Chris McCall.
So a base runner here for the Hammer. Now the designated player, Chris McCall, looking to do some damage of his own. That one taken inside for ball 1. Chopped to the third baseman. Flip over to second. Just gets him at 2. Throw over to second or to first, not in time. So heads up play there by the third baseman, Ivan
Third
Cronland.
baseman, number 55, Todd Hamblin.
1 out, 1 on here for Todd Hamblin. Hamlin with an RBI single back in that 3rd inning where Waterdown did all of their scoring. Swing and a miss on the drifting rise ball from Hill. So he continues to look strong out there for the Red Sox. That one off the umpire's leg. Dean Jordan trying to track that one down. Runner going to second on that wild pitch. One on the count here to Hamblin. Fouled back to the screen. Hamlin takes a lap just to gather his thoughts. 1 and 2 here to the designated player. Swing and a miss gets him. Hamblin down for the second out here in the 7th. So that'll bring up Mike Brooks.
Number 33, Mike Brooks.
So we take another look at that strikeout pitch. Rise ball getting a swing. That one in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 the count as Hill hits the century mark for pitch count in this one. That one flared out, going to be a tough play. Chan coming in. Takes the basket catch for the final out in this one. The Parksville Red Sox outlast the Waterdown Hammer. Final score 9-2 as the Red Sox are off to the A final here in the ISC Legends. That means Waterdown gets a date tonight at 5 p.m. over on Bear Creek number 2. Second game of the day here in the books for myself, Adam Donnelly. I got Jaime to my right doing double duty as the DJ and our technical director. Be sure to join us here in a few short moments as we're going to have another one, I believe, Maccabi Canada will be jumping onto the diamond. Not sure who their opponent is yet, but we will find out soon. Thanks so much for tuning in to ISC Legends action here on Softball Premier TV.